What's up, everybody? Mark with Ecom Warriors here. Welcome to a new YouTube video. Today I'm going to be making a video on a simple tip that you could go ahead and use for Black Friday. A good, easy promotional strategy idea for Black Friday. How to be able to essentially take advantage of Black Friday and actually get some of your offers to convert. So let's talk about it. So obviously, as you know, and this has everything to do with what Shopify theme I use. Some of you guys are not using this theme, which is perfectly fine. But with the way I use this theme and putting this strategy together works out the best. Now, as you guys may or may not know, advertising is one of the cornerstones of e-commerce, right? You have organic traffic, you have paid traffic, right? And everybody kind of knows that. If you're a beginner, well, now you know. So with advertising, a lot of times when people see an ad, they have to see some kind of benefit from the product to be able to click on the ad or even purchase the product. If they're not interested, it's typically not going to work out. The thing is, Facebook is really good at finding people who are interested in your products, depending on what interests you type in. However, what Facebook is not good at, and this is where you have to take action, is you have to make sure that the offer is somewhat incentivized. There has to be some kind of benefit to the offer. And this is why I want to talk about the Wolf of Shopify theme. A lot of people know I'm a fanatic about the theme. Click on this button here. You could get the theme for $100. I mean, it's self-explanatory. I've talked about the theme before. It's not always $100, but it is $100 today. But anyways, the way the theme generally works is there's certain what we call psychological cognitive biases triggers. And for a really long, jumbled up word that might sound like nonsense, basically what it means is that there are certain triggers within your mind that make you want to do things. So for example, if you're starving to death and you haven't eaten in 4 days and you see a nice juicy fat steak, that is a cognitive trigger, right? Because it's going to trigger saliva in your body. That saliva is going to trigger hunger. Your whole entire digestive system is going to start working. The point here is that as human beings, we have triggers in our mind that we can't fight, and they're natural. And so with Black Friday, it's actually the reason why sales shoot up in the sky on Black Friday, because these psychological cognitive triggers are all coming together at once to make what's referred to as the Lollapalooza effect, which another fancy word for a lot of these psychological cognitive triggers coming in all together at once creates what's called Lollapalooza effect, which basically means that when these effects come together at once, they're extremely powerful compared to just one trigger or another. Okay, so let's talk about what that trigger is and the best way to go about this. So obviously, you're probably going to go about advertising, whether you're doing organic or whether you're doing paid. You need to have some kind of promotion. Now, the promotion, in my recommendation, assuming you're using the Wolf of Shopify theme, this is a great strategy to go with, is you have to have within the copy of the ad somehow that you're limiting stock. Stock is limited, essentially. Like, stock is going to run out, stock is limited, etc. Within the ad, there should be some sort of discount or some kind of incentivization factor. So some kind of reason why they should purchase. It could be a 2-for-1 deal. It could be a discount. It could be buy one, get one free. Whatever the offer might be. Some kind of incentivization, right? So if we had a checklist here, the first one is incentivization. The second one is you have to write within the copy that stock is limited or something to that effect, right? It doesn't have to be necessarily word for word stock is limited, but stock is running out, not much stock left, something similar to that effect. Now, within your theme, you have to obviously have a pop-up that is consistent. Now, you're going to see here a sales pop-up that's going to pop up any second now. See, 6 minutes ago, which would generally make sense. If a consumer is going to see an ad and click on it, and they come to a store on Black Friday, it would make sense that the little pop-ups here are frequent. Does that make sense, guys? And the reason why, like this one says 4 minutes ago. Why is that? Is because it's well known. Everybody's shopping Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It's like a frenzy, okay? This is very well known. I mean, if you guys open news videos, there were people trampling each other last year to get inside of a Walmart, okay? You guys see what I'm saying? I think like a 7-year-old had a fight with a 40-year-old over a TV. You guys see what I'm saying? It's a frenzy. it's not going to be any different this year, even past the virus. It's not going to make any difference. People are still going to purchase products online, and they still, frankly, want to. So you have to not only incentivize, but you have to have a pop-up. What this pop-up is going to do is it's going to create an aspect of social proof. I spoke about this before. Basically, what social proof is going to do is that when somebody is not sure about purchasing the product and they see that other people are purchasing, they're more likely to purchase. Once again, another psychological cognitive bias, okay? That's why I tell people we should study the cognitive biases. We should really understand them. So this little pop-up 52 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, it's showing that people are purchasing very quickly. Social proof, okay? Now, when somebody clicks on the actual product, let's take, I have a certain idea of a product I have in mind. Let me go back here. And by the way, this is all available. These features are all available within the theme. That's why the theme works so well from an advertising standpoint. You guys see what I'm saying? But anyways, let's click on this product right here. We have to make sure that the product has reviews. Now, this might be a little obvious to some people, but in this case, you really need it. And it says 1 review here. What is this doing? This is also creating what's referred to as a confidence bias. There are certain things that give people confidence in making their purchase, right? Reviews are one of them, okay? So reviews are necessary. It doesn't always have to be photo review. I know a lot of people say it has to be photo review. That's actually not true, because what people are doing, if they really, really care about photo review, they could easily pull up your Instagram handle. They could click on Instagram, see who's tagged in your photos, and see the real shots of the product that are people really trying. So if people are like really, it's almost like they have this theory in their brain that, where the product reviews and it's like a big thing, they're going to do their research. So it's not something you really have to worry about. Photo reviews do help, but they're not a make or break. I think a lot of people will make that mistake. They're not make or break. There's so many large companies without photo reviews, and it doesn't hinder the purchase from the person from purchasing. The next thing is right here. So when you have a hurry stock left counter, depending on the size of business that you are, it's fine. I would have nothing over 100 if it was just me personally. In fact, I don't have anything over 90. Why is that? Black Friday times, of course. If you have 82 stock left, that's not that much, especially if you're seeing the numbers quickly drop. People are going to want to add to cart more frequently. Next thing you need is an upseller. Now, obvious, this is an upseller. Basically, what this does here is it motivates people to purchase more. Black Friday, if you have some kind of deal, this goes back to incentive, right? You need some kind of motivational thing to get people going about the product, right? Be like, hey, I want it, right? And upsell. So if I was somebody who's interested in purchasing this product, it says sports bar right here. I see, leggings, I want this one too. I click on it. I like what I see. I hit add to cart right there. Now the cart value, instead of being, let's see here, let's go to the cart. Let's just see how much it cost here. Let's see how much. Instead of the cart value being, what do we add first? $34 at the cart. Now it's $78, which is significantly more, right? So my point is the upsells matter, okay? All these things come together and they create that high conversion rate that people want. And just to really show people what difference it makes, and this doesn't even have to be on Black Friday. If you guys are doing some kind of flash sale ad, it will obviously work not much better, but it will work significantly better on Black Friday. It's well known. This is stuff that's not even discussion. It is well known that Black Friday sales are up across the board. But anyways, if you guys just take a look here, if you have, let's say you have 100 people visit your website. If you have a 5% conversion rate, which is 0.05, right? Purchase your product. Let's say your product is $100, right? So that's 100 times 5, right? So from 5 people that visited your website, you had $500. Now, if you're paying $2 per click, that 500 minus 200 is equal to $300 profit, right? So you subtract your expenses, etc. But imagine if you had 7%, 8%, 9%, whatever these large conversion rates are. I've shown before on YouTube, I've had a 16.4% conversion rate, 22%. I've even had at 1.31%. I'm not lying. I'm not, faking. I've proven this before with my other YouTube channel. And I could make more videos about improving conversion rates. But like I said, I've studied this kind of stuff. And it actually, if you really, really think about it, it makes all sense. When you piece it all together, the consumer has to see a true path to the cart, to the add to cart in a logical kind of sense, right? If any of these puzzle pieces are missing, your conversion rate drops dramatically. And that's something that I've noticed, and I had to learn the hard way. There's nobody telling me these things. So now that you guys know this information, go take advantage of it. Use it within your store. It doesn't necessarily have to be this actual theme, Wolf of Shopify theme. It could be any other theme. This is just the theme that I personally use and I advocate for. I'm an affiliate for, right? And I could choose to be an affiliate for other themes. Like, for example, let's pull up the Turbo theme here just to give you guys an example. Okay. Turbo theme. Okay. Out of the sandbox. This is a $350 theme. I would make more money if I was an affiliate for this theme. However, I'm not, because it's just not the best performing out there. That's why I tell people, use what theme you want. But if you're talking about conversions and figuring out how to get the most customers out of a theme, the answer is Wolf of Shopify. I'll leave Wolf of Shopify in the link down below. And also, guys, one quick tip is don't base the product of a theme to how successful it might be. There are themes out there that are over $1,000. That doesn't mean they're going to help you convert any better than a theme that's $350 or even $100 theme. Oh, okay, guys. So, I mean, there are themes out there for $400 or $500 that I wouldn't even pay a dime for. Okay, and there are free themes, as we know, that I would probably pay like $50, $40 for if I had the chance to. Obviously, I don't use them because I use Wolf of Shopify, but you guys get my point, all right? So if you want to use the Wolf of Shopify theme, I'll leave the link down below. I actually have a Black Friday coupon code. It's only going to be working for the holidays of Black Friday. So if you guys want to grab it, go ahead and use the discount code below. And that's really all I have to say. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.